Are you ready? Okay. So now I'm going to talk you through creating a thumbnail sketch. A thumbnail sketch is kind of a quick drawing that we do that is three-dimensional to communicate an idea. Now I'm going to model the level of detail that we're looking for in thumbnail sketches, and I'm going to do it by drawing something that I just have right in front of me, this tape dispenser. You do not have to be an artist to do solid thumbnail sketching. Having some skill and being able to replicate lines makes a difference, but I've never studied art. Like, I didn't take classes in it. I like to doodle, but don't think that there's a really high bar of entry to this. It just takes practice. So part of what I like to do when I prep a thumbnail sketch is kind of get my object held out in the way that I'm going to draw it, and remember that I'm drawing a three-dimensional piece of it, okay? So I'm going to draw this tape dispenser, and I'm just going to start by kind of getting some line shapes. Then you'll use rulers. Drawing is a part of what's required for this class and this activity. So you'll be graded based on the quality of your work. There won't be excuses that just is like, oh, well, you don't have to do it. No, you can do it. Notice that I'm kind of just taking my time, and I'm following the line around, So now I'm going to follow this line and bring it back up to this corner. A little bit. And now I'm going to kind of add my depth, right? So I think I want to bring this back a little bit further. This is going to come on down back here. I see my back line here. And I see a couple places already that I'm going to go in with an eraser and kind of clean it up. Your thumbnail sketches don't have to be really, really big. But you notice how I'm like checking for kind of parallel lines and shapes? That's one of the things that makes this easier to do. So I kind of have this shape, and now I see that my tape is bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and get that kind of roll going with this circle shape. I see that that shape needs a little bit of erasing. When we sketch, we use our erasers. If you have a pencil that doesn't have an eraser on it,
Come to me.
Yeah, go to Simon, come to me. There's no excuses. We have erasers, we have rulers. And then I see really when I look at this doesn't come that way. It kind of goes to like a hidden line, like it kind of disappears. So I need to fix that a little bit. Can I get this going? What's your question, Simon?
Are we going to draw the tape thing? Or
You are going to draw something, but you may choose what object you draw. Simon, could you please stop with questions at this moment? No, you're drawing an object. An object, okay. All right, so now I've got kind of a very, very light edge thumbnail sketch, and I'm not fully satisfied with this. I can see some places that my lines are just a little wonky, and so I'm gonna take some time. I see that all of these lines should be somewhat parallel. This should be more here. This is going to be more here, here. And I'm going to go in and kind of darken. Well, obviously I have. I've practiced this some, but again, I didn't study art to do this. I just took some time. This is a little wonky. I can tell that this edge shouldn't really stick out like this. I can think through that in my head. So I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to use my eraser. A few places I'm going to do some shading. Where that tape roll is kind of dark here. Oh, I see that I'd forgotten kind of a piece here, so I'm going to go in and grab that. Get rid of these things that shouldn't be here. Give it that lip that it should have. So you see how I'm taking time to notice where I've missed things and I'm going in to fix them? That's why we're working in pencil. Okay? And a close examination of this is going to mean, like, I could even see more and more things that I really need to clean up. Then I'm going to go through with my eraser, and I'm going to erase some of these construction lines, some of my smudges, so that my finished thumbnail piece is pretty clean. Okay? I want you to notice that this is a 3-dimensional drawing of this object. A 2-dimensional drawing of this object would be just seeing it flat like this. So that would look something more like just seeing it from the side. Now, maybe I can still tell that this is a tape dispenser. Maybe it looks like Santa's sleigh and Santa fell in the bottom of it. But this is 2D, and this is not what we want. We want our thumbnail sketches to be 3-dimensional so that we can see its height, its depth, its width. With a 2-dimensional sketch, I can only see height and width. I cannot see any depth, okay? So whether you choose to draw a pencil or a pen or a book, or if you want to grab a stapler or something from my desk to draw, choose something small, but that's interesting enough that has some detail for your thumbnail sketch. Then when you finish, you'll sign and date the bottom, okay?